Okay, so as of right now, working on taking out the thermostat and replacing it on 2002 Ford Expedition 2-wheel drive with the V8 Triton motor in it. That being said, I've already gone ahead and taken off the intake, partially just to kind of get it out of the way. We're going to be taking off that neck right there. I've already removed those two bolts that hold it to the brake cylinder, so we're going to go ahead and get that popped off. Alright, so I've gone ahead and I removed the bolts from the housing. That being said, to get to this point here, you're going to need a 10mm socket, an 8mm socket, and a flathead screwdriver to get the intake off. That being said, now that we've got the neck removed, I'm going to go ahead and pop this bad boy open. It's probably going to be stuck, so it's going to take a minute. It'll flash forward to go on to the next part. Also, because it's so close to the alternator, I went ahead and I put a rag down just to make sure we don't have any issues with the electrical in the future. At this point, I've gotten the bad unit out. Alright, so at this point, you use your 10 and 8 to get the neck plus mount to the power steering back on. Once tightened up and fully back together, we could go ahead and get the intake put back together. There you have it. She's pieced back together. You want to make sure if there's anything that you unplugged or anything that you moved out of the way to ensure that you can get to all those bolts are placed back in order. But after which, you should be able to crank it on, warm it up. You should be all set to go. My name is Jeff. This is my first tutorial on the 2002 Ford Expedition. And because I can't find much more, I'm going to go ahead and continue to try and keep posting videos on everything that we can do. One thing I always recommend, if you have to remove any power linkage, definitely go ahead and disconnect the battery for a short moment and let it restart so it could recognize that everything's replugged. But this is my tutorial. Thank you. Hope it helped.